I grew up in the Philippines, and my interest on gender came out of a curiosity when I was growing up. I have only one brother, but my parents treat my brother very differently from us four daughters. We four daughters are expected to help in the household work, including cleaning my brother's room. And he's not asked to do that kind of thing. So it was something that nagged my head for longest time, even from the time I was probably 4 or 5 years old.
So it's interesting. Similarly, my interest in gender came from observing gender norms within my own family.
Uh-huh.
My mom took on the majority of care work in my home and then also of my grandparents. And I never felt that she was fully recognized the way that she should have been for a lifetime of caring for others. And that made me become interested in gender and the unpaid work that women do to make the world run.
When I started my teaching at American University, I became a single parent, struggling to meet a tenure track position. And that provided me a deeper sense of the connection between your care responsibilities as well as wanting to develop professionally. And I started working on gender research, combining my interest both on unpaid work and also my interest in the informal sector. And that's where I am now. I'd like to hear about the work that you do at WeGo and some of the stories that you have come across.
In 5 cities around the world, we have teams who are working to support organizations of informal workers. Whenever we have a chance to be involved in global advocacy, we want to make sure informal workers are there at the table. So we had an opportunity a few years back to participate in this consultation in Costa Rica. We were put in touch with this wonderful woman named Katia. She was a street vendor on the streets of San Jose. She came to the meeting, and the president of Costa Rica was on the panel. She stood up in the middle of the meeting and said, here's what we're experiencing on the streets of San Jose. We want to formalize, we want regulation, but we want to have a voice in saying what that looks like. Mm-hmm. And he put her in touch with the gender minister. They had some continued conversations, and that process led to the adoption of a national policy on transitioning from the informal to the formal economy, of which her street vendor organization was a part.
Wow. What would you say to encourage young people today in terms of the importance of continuing the work that you're doing?
My colleague in Brazil has a wonderful saying, ninguém solta a mão de ninguém, which is no one let anyone's hand go. Mm-hmm. And the idea is we're stronger together. I've definitely seen that in my community of practice, and I've seen that in the groups of informal workers that we work with. That would be my message.
I certainly share your message, but also to say the challenge we face makes us stronger, makes us more creative, and make us more passionate on the work we do.